Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to speak to you about a controversial figure in Kyrgyzstan politics, Kursan Asanov. Very limited information is found about him online. Asanov is actually a former politician who served as the head of state committee for the national security from 2018 to 2020 and held various other positions, including interim minister of internal affairs after the 2020 protests that led to the ousting of the previous government. Asanov's political career took a dark turn when he was placed under suspicion for setting up a coup with the president while he was in detention. While the president was in detention, he was relieved of his position as the deputy interior minister with the wording "betrayal of interests of the Kyrgyz police and loss of confidence." And I quote. A year later, Asanov's lawyer was placed under house arrest under the charges of fraud, which later led to his arrest in October 2021, alongside other high-ranking officials, including that former president, Surunbay Jeenbekov, under charges of corruption and abuse of office. Asanov was earlier accused of involvement with the release of a crime boss named Aziz Butakyev from prison. Asanov's situation has attracted audiences of people who want to subjugate him for his involvement in protests and ongoing cases. As an ex-deputy interior minister and an ex-presidential candidate, he's been accused of negligence on duty during a time of turmoil. Asanov was subsequently dismissed from his position as the head of the State Committee of National Security and was later released from custody after a plea for his case was made in the Pravmiansky District Court of Bishkek. A criminal case was opened in the facts of the riot of October 9, 2020, with the defendants being the former president, ex-chief of staff, former deputy interior minister Kursan Asanov, ex-employee of the Ninth Service of the State Committee for National Security Kanat Sagmiavev, and an activist, Tamerlan Sultanbekov. The persistence and request for pre-trial conventions were done by press release departments and the investigation services of the main internal affairs department of Bishkek. Recall earlier, Ikradem Atikulov was detained on the suspicion of fraud. Supposedly, the lawyer of Kursan Asanov took from a client $5,500 and did not return it. Atikulov is a lawyer of the dismissed deputy minister Kursan Asanov, and Asanov added in an interview in his hometown. We have enough evidence. Later added in an interview for his hometown. We have enough evidence for this criminal case, and we will move forward. Asanov's case highlights the complexity of the Kyrgyzstan's political system, where corruption and abuse of power are prevalent. It also brings into question the issue of political prisoners and the need of a fair and just legal system in Kyrgyzstan and all around the world. Thank you so much for listening.